tell you about the time I nearly made 2 people die without even touching them? I didn't feel like wearing clothes that day. One man nearly choked to death on a piece of bread when he saw me, and the other fell over a bridge and nearly drowned. You are not very talkative, are you? I always open up for you. I mean, to you. do love causing a stir. Once I started singing at the top of my voice, and someone told me to stop shouting. Then I replied, "Do you look dragonborn or like one of those creepy old guys who live on the mountain tops to you?"
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome. Everything's for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A note from someone named Calselmo in Markarth. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Old friend, patron of the great clan battle.
Well, if it isn't my second most favorite person, the first should be pretty obvious. That's very thoughtful of you. I shall treasure this forever. Or until I'm bored with it. What would you like to talk about? My undergarments are really starting to chafe. I don't suppose... I'm glad that's sorted. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Yes, I'm listening. Fine, but don't take advantage of me. At least not in that. Okay then.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I'll find someone who will.
I had another
Yes?
woman with a thief's gift.
Welcome to
God, listen to an old man.
Or so they'd have you believe. It's
Huh?
all lies. They're just
Well,
some
not
vermin
really.
Creeping around the Red Way.
Well, I was taking an evening walk like I always do, and I saw some men outside the Echo Deep Mine. The thing is, they looked like mercenaries, up to no good. Now, I've never seen them around here, and they look real tough. In addition, the Echo Deep Mines are not a place people go. There are myths about it. All sorts of stories. Some say it's haunted by ghosts. Some say a wealthy bandit lord hides out in it, quietly contributing to the crime in Riften. Some people even say that deep within the mines there are Dwemer ruins, full of all sorts of automatons, just waiting to slay whoever enters. On my way back from my walk, I passed the mine entrance again. I heard all sorts of horrific noises. I reckon something happened to those men. Anyone going to those mines is up to no good. Now, I've asked the guard to take a look, but they just ignore me. I need someone to see what's happened. Would you go look for me? Please, if they're planning something, the city guard needs to know. Please, go check for me. Finally, thank you. I'll mark it down on your map. Just be careful. We still don't know what's in there.
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble? Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Then we're speaking the same language. Good. So what do you want to know? You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Greetings.
Have you noticed something creepy about that wimpy guy following that tough-looking Nord girl everywhere? It reminds me of a stalker I once had. Oh no, you don't think I'm like that, do you? You don't think people say that about us?
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared. Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Stay out of trouble,
Shall we
Imperium.
give some of our hard-earned money to the poor? Nah, let's waste it all on mead.
As Jarl Layla's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Did you have some sort of official business here? Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Liars and bastards, every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you. Careful. Riften's not the safest place for a nighttime stroll.
Yes? Hey! What do you think you're doing dragging those muddy boots in here? This is the Jarl's Keep for the Bella's sake. Oh no, and an adventurer of all things. You're not diseased, are you? By the gods, I just got over that case of ataxia, and now this. Maybe you can't see it, but there's all kinds of dust and dirt floating around your body. Or maybe you're a mage like Melandra and you just make all the dirt invisible and I don't see it right away. Oh gods, what if you've already infected me? My wrists. I think I have hell joint. Or rot limb. But I can't leave until I finish sweeping the hall. What if I die before then? I mean, you look okay, but you also look strong. What if the disease has to be cured right away? What if it can't be cured? By the gods, it isn't lycanthropy, is it? Do my palms will carry to you? I better ask Dinya as soon as I finish for today. It's not paranoia. I was bedridden for the last 3 weeks with ataxia. My employer, I mean the Jarl, was very angry. There was so much dust. Before that, it was the rattles. I got too close to one of Valandria's jars and inhaled some kind of spore. Before I got the rattles, it was rock joint, and before that, it was collywobbles. In the brief time I've been made at Miss Vale Keep, I've gotten dampworm and the droops, witbane and witherfoot. I've survived this long through perseverance, not paranoia. I dust the floors and wipe the tables, wash the dishes and change the linens. I make sure to clean every nook, cranny, crack, and corner of this place, and sometimes it's still not enough. Stay clean. Greetings.
You could say that the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, no place for decent folk.
Need a ride?
You can get a room at the Bee and Barb, but mind your corn purse. It's no secret the Thieves Guild makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, and nobody else's.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
I don't think Francis and I will ever lose our spark.
Where else could I even go in this god's-forsaken town?
Well, I'm so glad I came all this.
You ask me, not enough of winter. Probably not, but it's worth a try.
Okay, well, I suppose there is the college.
Well.
And the most
Looks
important
like you're
thing
off
of
to
all,
college.
somewhere
Well,
to
I'm
get
sure
a
you got
drink.
plenty of coin to spend first. But don't spend it all just yet. I'm gonna be selling some of my own wares soon. Real soon. But Frances is mine. You can't have her. My horse, you dumb toady. Frances is my horse's name. Says so right on her soul, which is inside of her hide, where only I can touch it. Some of them mages, though, they got special gloves. Lets them touch things that aren't there. Some can even cast spells that rip a soul right off your skeleton. Ever seen a mage turn someone purple? That's soul ripping. Well, it's not exactly a trap the way I've seen mages do it. More like you need to drop the T and add an E at the end. That's right. They should call it soul rape. And all them soul rapists at the college should be thrown into the sea for their crimes. Very soon. They say good, fast, and cheap. Pick two. Something can be good and cheap, but it won't come fast. Something could be fast and good, but it won't come cheap. And something could be fast and cheap, but it won't be good. Well, I say to oblivion with that. My horses are going to be the fastest, cheapest thing on the market. And that sounds pretty good to me. Oh yes, it'll take some time to build it. Maybe have to tear down that inn or the Jarl's home first to make room. But a city isn't a city without a stable. It's just some backwoods hamlet like Riverwood or Rorikstead. You want prestige? You need horses. A good Jarl thinks only of his people. Sometimes that means lowering taxes. Most times it means raising them. Specifically, raising money for a lengthy construction project. Although he won't have to raise taxes too high. Not if we take advantage of a cheap source of labor. Now you're thinking on my level. The way I see it, those robe-wearing Daedra worshippers aren't like us normal folk. They've got these powers of restoration which lets them work all day without ever getting tired. Some of them don't even do that. They just fool themselves into thinking they're well rested, so they can keep raping souls and raising the dead. Well, either way it makes no difference to me and Francis how they do it. Just that they do, and do it for free. Well, the main problem is they got them fancy seals on the entrance. The walkway is narrow too, but we can use that to our advantage. Just send some beast gone berserk down that aisle, and anyone who gets in its way is taking a carriage ride straight to Pilgrim's Trench. They got them some calming spells though, but that only works on the mind. It doesn't touch the tongue. That's why my plan is to feed this monster some spicy food, like one of them peppers that they sell at the markets in Hammerfell. We got some troll's mouth, hotter than the Red Mountain, and then point it right at those mages. They won't know what hit them, but they'll know when they wake up with chains around their ankles. Oh, it's a plan alright. Francis is the one who came up with it. The idea, anyway. I helped smooth out the rough edges. She's got a cunning mind, that one. Sometimes you stare at her and you don't see anything. Just some damn beast with more teeth than brains. But every so often she'll say something, and it'll just open up your mind and fill it with taffy. Mind taffy, I like to call it. Some say it's a great wonder. A great wonder how a bunch of corpse coddlers managed to hide a gate to oblivion right in Skyrim. It was Francis, though, who first pointed out to me that all these mages like to wear hoods. What do they have to hide? She asked me. What indeed? A thief wears a hood to mask his face from the god. A mage wears the hood to hide the fact that he's a Daedric lord. Of course, I've never been against a person's right to do what he wants in his own home. But if they have Daedric slaves working for them, then we ought to tax them or make them pay insurance in case things go wrong. And if they bring them outside, then we ought to hang every one of them. The Daedra, that is. The mages would give collars and make them our pets. Ah, now that is a tale that rivals any love story the bards ever told. It was when I was still young, barely a man, living in Riften. One of the local lords offered to take me and 2 others hunting. The problem was I had never ridden a horse, a fact that was quite apparent by the way the lord's horse bucked me. After 4 tries, I ran into the forest to wipe the sweat out of my eyes. I came to a grove and couldn't believe what I saw. A wild mare, locked in battle with the Spriggan, fighting to defend its young. That's when I saw Frances for the first time. She was lying in a pool of clear slime, no older than a day. Then our eyes met, and she spoke to me. She said, "Wee!" or something like that. I took it to mean she wanted the Spriggan dead. So I took my bow and shot the 3-walker. I shot her too. The things we do for love. Stay away from my Francis.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Huh, humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. The college is an asset. Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
It's not often I say this, but I feel sorry for the woman that runs the shop here. I mean... Yippee! I love holding people's junk. Yes, let's go.
You sure use a warm bed right about now? I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brewers. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Yes, I'm sure
Need a
you would
ride?
prefer getting plundered by bandits than seeing
Where
to
do you
me.
want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can take you to any of the...
Did you see a dog out there? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Yes, well, you can stay away from mine, you hypocrites.
Good question. Let's keep an eye on the supply.